On the move, got the flow so smooth. Spitting rhymes on the podcast, got nothing to prove. He's the host with the most, dropping knowledge every week. From the underground to the mainstream, making the street speak. Step on the stage, Mo grabs the microphone, holding it down, he's in the league of his own. Interviews with the legends, the up-and-coming stars. No topic off limits, pushing the bars. Merle on the move, taking over the game. Keeping it real, never fake, never tame. Hip-hop podcast, bringing the heat. With Merle on the mic, grooving to the beat.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Merle on the Move show, everybody. Hey. Welcome, everybody, to the program. I am Merle on the Move. Welcome. So let's get into the show. I got a lot of stuff going on today. You guys, you're bracing. Are you bracing for a lot of stuff? Had a happy-go-lucky show. I wanted to jump in today. Some sports, few things going on. Game 7. We got a Game 7 tomorrow. Do y'all understand that? That's dope, right? We excited about that. Terrence Crawford, Canelo going to be fighting here shortly. That's coming up in September. Going to talk about that. Had to weigh in today. It's spicy. Shador got pulled over. I'm talking about that. J. Paul going to fight. I got some stuff I'm going to go over. I'm talking about Pusha T. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And Mexican OT, he's coming here to Iowa. And he said some things. We're going to talk about that. But breaking news. I should have a breaking news thing. I don't have a breaking news thing, but we're going to have to just hit the horn. We're going to hit the horn for it. Breaking news. United States has attacked Iran. Nuclear facilities, not the population, but that happened. We're going to talk about that. So, y'all, welcome to the Merle on the Move show. We're going to keep it lively because, hey, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, and I'm going to leave by that creed and that battle. What's going on? So let's get into the show. Heavy excitement. If you've been paying attention to the Merle on the Move show, y'all know what it is. You'll see all the time. Merle always got the fresh gear. Y'all see that all the time, I got the LeBron jersey on. I don't know if y'all can really see that, but I got a LeBron Lakers jersey on today. But if you are interested, I seen last week, I got some more fresh gears coming up next week too. If you're interested in trying to get some of that Merle on the Move gear, you go to merleonthemove.com, copy some of that fresh gear, stay fresh, you know what I mean? MOTM all the time. That's what it is. Check me out. And I appreciate all the people subscribing. You see it? Or is it up there? Pay attention. It cycles through. But if you was watching, this has just been 7 days. In 7 days, the crew, the movers, the Merle on the Movers has got that number up, baby. Yay. The Merle on the Movers got that number up. Let's see. Drum roll. I need a drum roll. I don't have one. I got to create a drum roll. I got to work on my board. We got to get together. But y'all see it. Here it go. Bam, baby. 6,020, baby. Shout out to the movers for getting the numbers up on the subscribers. Subscribers on the YouTube channel is 6,020. Last time I did the show was at 5,000, like low 5,000s. But shout out to that. Almost, you see it. 600 almost subscribers in a week. So shout out to the movers. I appreciate you. Keep those comments going. Come on now. Keep those comments going. I like the interaction. I'm rocking with you. I'm seeing the comments. Let's keep that going. And anyway, let's get back to the show because that's what you came here for. You didn't come here to be the gloat of my movers, but I love my people because my people love me. But let's get back to the show. So let's get into Game 7 tomorrow. Tomorrow's Game 7. The Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder going for games. I know it's going to happen. If you listen to the show, I said it. The Pacers was going to win. It's hold and serve. The Pacers ain't no slouches. They play good defense. They got a good offense. I knew they was going to hold serve. So that's what they did. They got it back to Game 7. It's going to be Oklahoma City in Oklahoma. And can the Pacers beat Oklahoma on their home floor? I doubt it. They got great. Their home crowd is great. So it's going to be probably Oklahoma tomorrow. I hope the Pacers win, but it's probably going to be OKC winning the championship tomorrow. So Also in sports, I kind of wanted to talk about this Crawford Canelo, but before I get into that, UFC, because I do watch UFC, and it was on early today. You guys probably missed UFC fight. It was on early. I don't know why it was. I think it was. I forget where it was at. Where it was at, I think is the reason why it came on a little bit earlier. But John Jones, I think he was the headliner. I seen it. I seen the end of the fight. He won. He won third round TKO, but he retired.
I mean, I just feel like anybody would understand at this point. Like, you know, I'll retire the heavyweight belt if I have to. It's like, dude, give the guy what he wants at the end of the day, you know? And I'm not talking to Dana directly. I feel like I'm at a place now where, you know, like I want to take what I find to be super fights. I don't want to fight dangerous up-and-comers anymore. I want to fight dangerous, established champions. So Tom can have the heavyweight championship. I don't really care about it. That my body doesn't lie in belts anymore. I've created something much bigger. I mean,
it wasn't a great fight. He retired. John Jones, great fighter, controversial fighter, ups and downs. You know, got the cocaine thing. Y'all remember that? John Bones Jones. I mean, he's a lot of people out, a lot bigger now. The screenshot I'll show, but anyway, so that happened. Also, I said Canelo Crawford fighting in September. That's going to be dope. The weigh-in was today. The Sheik, that's the big money guy that's really putting money behind the fights. He was heading that press conference. He was talking about Oscar De La Hoya and how I guess De La Hoya was trying to throw some shots because he promoted too. And he say I'm putting money behind knockouts.
For His Excellency, you said many times now that you don't want any more of these Tom and Jerry fights where one fighter is chasing the other one. What is your plan to kind of stop these fights?
We will not have him anymore. This is the first thing. The second, we will have in this fight and the next fight bonus for KO.
And then secondly, there's been some social media speculation, we'll say, about when this fight is going to take place. So when will it be?
Who's asking about the time and the place? Can you be specific?
Yeah, we saw Oscar De La Hoya trying to say that the fight was going to take place maybe in the daytime.
Yeah, this is what I want from you, to say his name. I decide with Dana White to have a breakfast in MGM at 10 a.m. inshallah. Then we will go to the arena to have the fights quick. And after that, we will go dinner to Carbon, and in the night we will watch Conjuring because it will launch in September.
He say if it's a knockout, you get bonus money. He bought that money. That dude bought that bag. So that's coming up in September. Looking forward to that. Also, Jay Paul is having a fight in June. He's fighting Chavez Jr.
Only on DAZN. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. One is defending a name, the other is building one. The ring doesn't care where you come from, only if you can survive in it. Saturday, June 28th, Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
I think like that, somebody like that. He's a real fighter, but that's going on. That's going to be on Danzig. Yeah, on that site. Also in sports, I kind of wanted to go over real quick. This has nothing to do with sports, but Shedeur Sanders, he got pulled over for speeding. He was doing 91 and I think it was a 65. I think something like that. Might have been a 45. I think it was 65.
What was the deal with the speed back there? You in 91 coming out of the 60 zone.
Oh, I didn't get it.
You floored down, it hurt your truck rev up. You got license, registration, proof, insurance on you? Where are you guys coming from?
Okay.
Where are you heading to?
My house.
Where's your house at? From Mississippi?
Here.
What's with the Mississippi ID?
Didn't know you are. That's fine. Yeah, I went to college there.
Oh, Sanders.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's got a house. I don't know what I'm
That makes more sense. Okay. Alright, well, you had to do 91 and 65. You're coming out of the 60 zone. You're at 65 when I got you. Okay. Alright, you got registration and insurance for the vehicle? 10-10, all right? They're going to receive a citation for 91.65, okay?
The dealer played like, yeah, for whatever reason, with the years come back for us, so I don't know why, but okay. Yeah, so you think it's 23? Okay, yeah, we'll change that. I put 195 for sure, so.
Here's the license back, good. Like I said before, here's a citation for the speed. There's a court date on the 16th if you wish to contest it. Otherwise, you can follow the prompts in the back to pay it online or over the phone, okay? You get any questions for me while I'm here? All right, watch your speed for me, all right? Drive safe.
I mean, he's young. Got to stop doing it. It's not his first time. It's not a great big deal. I think more to it was Dion. Dion had some health problems. People were covering that like they should have, but Coach Prime's doing pretty good right now. So my prayers go to him, his family. Shador, slow down. Keep your foot out of it, bro, before you get in some trouble. You know they're looking for you. They do anything wrong, you know. So I'm not bringing it up because you did something wrong. You know you can't be speeding, but apples to apples, right? The WNBA. I haven't been really following her, Caitlin. You know, she's doing her thing after the WNBA All-Star game be coming up here shortly. I think she's like, her voting off the charts for that. I'm just trying to speed through this sports. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. Trying to speed through this sports so I can get into what I want to get to. But move on past sports. Matter of fact, let's go into movies. I finally seen that movie Straw, that Tyler Perry movie Straw. I finally seen it. I'm not going to give it crickets, and I'm not going to give it the down. I'm going to hit it with that. It was good. The acting from Taraji P. Henson was very, very good. She's the reason why I think the movie's doing great, because she really did her thing. Everybody else, Sherry Shepherd's good. Everybody else in the movie, subpar acting. Like, really subpar acting. Storyline was good. Shout out to Tyler Perry. But Taraji carried that movie. She put that movie in because she did a great job. Good movie, worth watching. Shout out to that. I'm glad I watched it. I don't. BMF. If you're watching that, you know what's going on with that. The Chi, pretty good show. If you're watching that, I really don't want to say much about that. Let me move on to Pusha T. The Clips is back, baby. The Clips is back, baby. The Clips is back, baby. And I know I'm dumb because I'm a big Clips fan. I'm a big Pharrell Williams fan. I'm a big nerd fan. You know what I'm saying? I am. I'm a big Pharrell. When he was doing his thing, the Clips, the music, grinding. Come on, man. The sound was different. It was that Virginia, and he went street. Pharrell went street with that. So anyway, I'm in digress. I don't want to get too deep in that. Anyway, so that I love that. I love that that's back. I love that that's popping. But also being said, Pusha is back with Malice, his brother, his big brother. They took a hiatus from like 2011 until currently, because Malice went to a different direction. And Pusha's known as the drug rapper, right? All his references is about drugs, but let's say about culture, right? And people trying to call him out on things, and he stand on what he's standing on. And I rock with Pusha. But bar for bar, he is that guy, no doubt. Pusha T is that guy, no doubt. Y'all know that. Check it. So, that being said, it is some little beefs going on because, you know, he had the Drake thing. Everybody knew he was going with that. And now he's not with Kanye anymore. He's separated from Kanye. He's on his own with his brother. They got their own deal, Rock Nation, and he's standing on things. He's talking about Travis Scott. So here it is. You can hear it.
He's shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris.
So be it, so be it. So be it, so
Came through carrying the Utopia briefcase.
Right. Yep.
Doing his whole spiel.
Mm-hmm.
He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the meltdown verse or whatever comes on.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss.
Drake on Travis Scott talking about
melting
P, Pharrell's jewelry.
and all of that. That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should. It's Travis. He's harmless. I'm not into his whole makeup. I took it there.
Her utopia had moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat.
And then to like, you know, to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold and then, you know, do all that he did. It was like, man, I was corny. He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. You know, I've definitely had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You died in front of me. You cried in front of me.
Cried in front of me. You died in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
I had to help you. People take that type of shit for granted. I don't take that for granted. So be it.
He's talking about Travis Scott, and he dropped some bars. And he in his interviews, check his interview. So in his interview, he's talking about why he feels that way. Yeah. So Pusha is who he is. and if you listen to the song is what is it called? So what? Say so what? Something like that. You know. Anyway, Pusha is who he is, man. So shout out to Pusha T. That happened. That went on. Travis Scott gonna say something. I don't know. I think even if he says it, people kind of pick on Travis Scott from time to time. But anyway, that happened. Jim Jones. Jim Jones is saying that he is more relevant than Nas currently, not like throughout history, not as far as hip hop. But Jim Jones is saying that he is more current than Nas. All right, Jim Jones. Yeah, if you don't know rap, but people that know rap, we know. Nah, bro, you're not nowhere. You're not even in the conversation when it comes to rap and Nas. Now, yeah, your fashion, yeah, way better than Nas. The youngins, the YNs, yeah, they rock with your way you dress. Okay, your music is playing right now currently, yes. But your stature in the game don't carry no weight when it comes to Nas. I rock with Dipset. You're not even the best in your crew, Jim Jones. Jim Jones, you're not even the best in your crew. You third best in your crew. Did you hear what I just said? Jim Jones, in your crew, you third best. And if you put Dame Dash as part of Dipset, because he kind of was with y'all all the time and he brought y'all in the game, he was the boss. You kind of in the tie with Dame Dash. Okay, I'm going to give you the lineup of Dipset. Speaking of Jim Jones, I'm going to give you the lineup and ranking of Dipset. And y'all know I'm right. Y'all can comment on this. Y'all know I'm right about this. It's Cameron. He's the number one. When you think of Dipset, it's Cameron. But no Dipset without Cameron, right? He's the rapper. Number 2, Jules Santana. Also a rapper. Solo career. But he was the rapper in Dipset. It was Cameron and Jules. Then it was Jim Jones. But he didn't rap in Dipset, really. He was kind of just the muscle. He was the hype man. He was the dude you seen in the videos. Kind of like Dame Dash. Except Dame Dash was a boss. Jim Jones, you back then, you call yourself Capo, which is a boss. Back then in Dipset, you wasn't the boss. You was the muscle. Dame Dash was the boss. So, and Dame Dash was dancing. Dame Dash was in the videos. Dame Dash was talking in some of the tracks. So if that's what you were doing in Dipset back then, wasn't Dame Dash even more popular than you back then? Because people didn't know who you was, but we knew who Dame was. When we seen them old Dipset videos back in the 90s and early 2000s, we seen Dame Dash and we knew who he was. We didn't know who you was till later on. You built the name for yourself. So that being said, stop the capping. But I get it. And he said in his rebuttal, he posted a little Instagram video talking about if you don't, stay relevant, you got to create the buzz.
I got a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds in my comments fighting for their life. And you know what I get out of all of this? I'm lit. Was I on your Explorer page this morning? Yeah, mine's too. Summer Jam. You never know who's gonna pop up on that Summer Jam screen. I'm up. Thank you for all the likes and comments.
You know what I mean? Debate, and that's what he was doing. So anyway, I talked about that longer than I wanted to talk about that, but anyway, Mexican OT, like Mexican OT, like as a rapper, he can rap. He's a newer rapper. He is really Mexican. He's from Houston. He grew up in the hood, black areas. I'm sure he got a lot of black friends, but he is now saying, and I think I heard him in his music say the N-word, but he's saying that, yeah, he says the N-word, and if you don't like it, what you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Will right there.
And there's one right here. Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up doing bad shit. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it's what the surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the you gonna do about it? You know? It's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. You know.
I feel like a lot of people that are from Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, I mean, and not even trying to justify, but just got dropped off before us. That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first. It's crazy.
We from the same boat.
Chalupa, mother me, wetback, food, disrespectful. Racism is racism no matter how you put it, my nigga. And if we're gonna talk about it, niggas are the most disrespectful racist motherfuckers on earth. We hate ourselves more than we hate anybody. Niggas rob niggas. Niggas steal from niggas. Niggas don't support niggas. Niggas don't help other niggas. Niggas see 10 niggas in the middle of the street, motherfucker getting ate by a motherfucking grizzly bear and keep running. A white person to jump out and try to fight a Mexican to try to stab him.
And that did a triple time. What? I get what you're saying, but check me out. You from down there, so around there, you say what you want to say. And even my man out of Texas, rapper Sauce Walker even kind of like validated what you were saying, because he know you. We done business with you. Y'all probably know a lot of the same people. He can do that for you down there in Houston. He cannot stamp you and validate you everywhere you go across this country, bro. Period. Point blank. Just like where I'm from. Even if I'm in an area where I'm from, might be some people that don't know me. People that do know me gonna validate me. I'm good. When you from an area, people don't know you, man. That you popping that off, bro. You gonna get dealt with like any stranger from somebody else, from somewhere else. You can't just because you feel like you get a pass to say that word, bro. You're not. Mexicans, I love Mexicans, but we don't have the same struggle. Yeah, we the same people. You know what I'm saying? Some of the struggles are the same, similar struggles, not the same struggles. You got a land, you got a country. You are not welcoming African Americans, so-called, which are black people, because I'm considering myself African American. You're not welcoming us to Mexico as brothers, saying that we're going to fight for y'all. Yeah, when all that was going on, I ain't seen y'all crossing the border saying we coming to fight for the brothers over here. I ain't see that. I ain't see it, bro. So what we saying? And that's part of the problem. Maybe that should have happened. And then we'd be like, yeah, you my brother. You're not going to fight my back to back. But when that was going on, George Floyd, I ain't seen y'all cross the military. Y'all got a military. Y'all got a Mexican military. Black people in America ain't got no military. Right? So it's apples and oranges. It ain't apples and apples. It's apples and oranges. So Mexican OT, for you feeling that you feel like because you from the soil, and you are from the soil, but that don't give you a pass to say the N-word, because when it's said and done, we are not the same. We're not the same, bro. Period. And that's okay. That's not a flex. That's not bad. We're humans, and that's why I say be a good human, put humans first. But and as I'm speaking on this right now, look at the word going on. Look what's just happened. And that's what I'm finna go into right now. Besides the song that's coming out, the song of the year, the song of the summer. And I said song of the year. I mean the song of the summer. Cardi B. Cardi B got a new song. She got a new song out in the song. What is this song called? Come on, what is this song called? It's called Outside. Cardi B got a new song called Outside. And boy, she going in. She don't say Offset's name. She don't say Diggs' name, Stephon Diggs' name. But she talking about him and how she out here getting it. And it's gonna be the anthem. It's gonna be like that Go Red anthem they had out back in the day. This gonna be the and Cardi B pulling out. You know she don't be coming out albums. She be dropping slowly, but this gonna be it. It's dope. I listened to it. It was dope. I heard it earlier today. Shout out to that. Also, you Jordan shoe fanatics like me. Shoes drop today. Those grapes, Great Fives. Jordan Great Fives. OG colorway. First time with the Nike Air on the back. The other ones came out with the Space. The Fresh Princes had no holes in them. These came out. The originals came out in the 90s. I think 1990. I think they came out. The Wheaties box. See that? Boom. Came out with a Wheaties box. That's the ones he wore. See the North Carolina colors, like the Charlotte Hornets colors? Yeah. And that crazy how Jordan ended up owning the Charlotte Hornets later on. But when he was with the Bulls, everything was black and red. But that colorway, that was weird, right? Everything, all his shoes. This is original. This is an OG. That's an OG colorway. That's not a colorway that came out later on or a PE colorway. That's an original colorway right there. And he came out with that where everything was black and red. Anyway, shout out to Jordan for doing that. That came out. Your boy got the cop. I got the cop. I got mine. You see it. I got my pair, so. Anyway, anything else I want to talk about besides you before I want to get into the real thing? Juneteenth happened. I did go to House Representative, my guy. I went to his seminar. I shouldn't say it was a lecture he had on Juneteenth here in town, and check that out. Anyway, I try to do things. I try to support the community. I try to get out when I can. But also, speaking about getting out there, go to the Key Glock concert. You want to see a little footage of that? Here's a little footage of that Key Glock concert. You know what I mean? Your boy Merle turning up. You know what I mean? I was right in the front. You seen it? Your boy Merle's good. So anyway, let's get into what's going on. This is breaking news. I'm gonna have to give me. I got a lot of stuff I can do on this board, but let's get some breaking news. America has attacked Iran's nuclear facilities. And this is what I'm going to talk about when I speak upon on that. It is unprecedented for something like this to be happening. Amidst everything that's going on, you got the ice raids around here. Don't forget about that's going on. You still got the prices is high on everything. I mean, this big bill going on. Come on now, but you got a lot of stuff going on. And this dude 47, he said he was gonna stop all these wars. He wasn't gonna start any wars. It's not our business. America's first, building here, the tariffs, this is what he was doing. Now we got this tariffs going on. So prices are still high. Farmers are getting messed with. You got the ICE thing going on. Still got the war in Ukraine going on with Russia. Now, this Gaza thing still going on, and now Israel's also going after Iran, so now we in it. U.S. strikes Iran. That's what it says right here on CNN. First thing you open up. Happened today. And now, is Iran going to come back? Is Iran going to say something bad? Now, the 47 went up there with his people and was talking. He had his vice P, his VP. He had his Secretary of Defense, P. Hesed, up there, and he had his U.S. Secretary. They call him little what do you call him? Marco Rubio. Little Marco, that's what 47 called him, Little Marco. He had them all standing up there. Now, I don't know if he had Congress permission to go after that, now he on here right now talking, on Fox News, taking questions from reporters about it. But it's gonna be it's gonna go two ways. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Now it's gonna go two ways. It's either Iran is gonna say, "All right, cool, let's talk," or they gonna shoot more rockets. And if they shoot more rockets, because 47 saying, "I'm done with this. I didn't drop these bombs." He's at the planes come by. They knew it was coming out. Everyone on social media was saying that the pilots or the military was eating steak and lobster. Whenever they do that, they serve them that because they finna go to war. But anyway, so Till, right? If Iran send more rockets, 47 gonna have to do something else. And he say he got more targets. So where we gonna go with this? And Putin said and if we got involved, he was gonna get involved. Now I watched this little thing earlier, had an interpreter talking, and Putin ain't talking about he gonna get in it. But we don't know where it's gonna go. So I'm praying for this not to escalate any further. Didn't think it was gonna go here, right? But here we are. So I'm praying for our country. I'm praying that we don't get sucked. I mean, come on. I want to keep living. I want to build what we already started. I don't want to keep regressing, going backwards. And it seems like sometimes this is where this country wants to go backwards. And you got two conflicting sides. The Dems don't feel like they strong. I don't see. They're not strong on nothing. Like, where you at, bro? Like, all this, like, dude is doing what he wants to do. It's no checks and balances. Like, it's none. Obama was out talking. He spoke, if you want to check that out.
And so it makes it more difficult now for us to find common ground. It makes it easier for demagogues to divide us and start arguing that those people who do those things in those spots who don't look like us, they're after you and they're trying to get you. And so one of the most important challenges I think our democracy faces is how do we regain some common sense of truth.
He spoke in Connecticut or something like that, and he was saying that it's no checks and balances. Basically, he said he called it an autocracy. I never heard of this term before. Autocracy. I can't even say the word right. I got speech impediment, so I'm working on it still. But it's a different way. It's not capitalism. It's not socialism. It's autocracy. That is called. But anyway, see, that's what it's basically saying is where society doesn't care if it's true or not, because it's so much. Because he was saying back in the day, it used to be one news source pretty much that people relied on, like Walter Cronkite, right? Walter Cronkite was CBS. You knew if it was out there, he was saying the truth, right? You can pretty much bank on it. But it was only a few news sources, then was the ABC and NBC and other sources, right? But now it's so many news sources out there, and it's so much information, and some of it's polluted or twisted or turned or redirected that, and people know it's fake or it's lie or entertainment, so they don't care no more. They don't care if it's true. They don't care if it's fake. They just don't care. And when society gets like that, anything happens. Anything happens. Anything goes. Normal citizens get snatched up off the streets and deported to other countries. Obama said this. In this kind of society, because people don't care, because it doesn't bother them. It doesn't, their life is where they want it to be. And if that's not directly in their face, they just pass it on until it's in their face. And they what happened. I say this all the time. I'm tired of saying that what happened in Germany when a whole race of people were trying to be exterminated. A whole race of people. And I'm not an immigrant. I'm from this country. My whole family's from this country. But I am what you call minority. I'm a minority. And in Germany, the Jewish people were the minorities. They looked just like the Germans, but they were Jewish. So they are my minority, and the Germans wanted to get rid of the minorities. And in this country, if you ain't white, you are a minority. And black, you can tell. And I don't think we're going there, but hey, you didn't say they was gonna bomb that country today, did you? That happened. Anyway, so this is Merle on the Move. I'm gonna wrap this up. Be a good human, put humans first. Check out the shows, Spotify, Google Music, Amazon Music, anywhere you get your streaming. Check me out here on YouTube. I appreciate the subscriptions. Drop the messages. Let me know. Appreciate the feedback. Merle on the Movers, and be a good human, put humans first. Peace.